In this tutorial, we will talk about Generate Menu. If you click on it, it will show you a drop-down menu with 5 options. We'll talk about each of them separately. So the first one is called Point, and that generates a point on your surface. Now let's say I have a car model here, and I want to add a Mercedes logo. But how do I generate that position on a model? Let's see. First, we must ungroup the car model, and then find and select the part where we want to generate position. Clearly, there are no positional points there. So to add them, you just need to go to Generate Menu and choose Points. And it's done. You can generate position now and import the logo image exactly on that position. And that's it. The second option in Generate Menu is called Position from Point. So let's create a bottom plane and generate our position point on it. Now, if we click Position from Point, a null object will be created at the generated point. And by generating position point elsewhere and clicking Option, we create another null object. And if you want to know what's the null object for, the answer is the null object has position parameters that can be copied, but positional point that can be copied. Okay, let's move on to the third one, Plane from Points. This option performs the same function as Generate Plane from Points. It's like we generate positional point, click on the corresponding option, and that creates a plane in that point. Okay, I think you get the idea, so now let's move on to the fourth option. Null object from vertex. And I guess you get a rough idea about it already. So let's just draw a mask. Now look, if we select one of the vertices and click Null Object from Vertex, we'll create a null at the position of exactly that vertex. See? If we select another vertex, we'll create a null instead of that. Hope that makes sense. Now let's move on to the last option, Plane from different points. So let's create a plane. Let's create a second plane somewhere else. Now we have two different surfaces, and let's say we must connect them with a third one. Now let's generate position on the first one. Open the drop-down menu and select Plane from different points. This will bring out a small window. Select Generated Point and click Get. Now the point parameters were copied and memorized. Select another plane and generate position on it. Then hit Get at the bottom here. Now we have the parameters of both points. So let's create a plane. I'll switch to Custom View and show it to you from this angle. And look, we have a plane that connects the other two. To make sure the surface intersects with a point, let's select it. See? And here's the second one. It's a very cool option and it works great with cables and ropes and things like that. Okay guys, that's all for this tutorial. Now you know all about each function in the Generate menu.